This season, we had one goal, and that was to win the Champions League. Well, my friends, we have an opportunity to do just that, as we could be crowned Champions League winners of 2026, facing up against RB Leipzig. I feel like I've got one chance at this. My manager rating is very low. If we fail to win it today, I might get sacked as Villa boss. We shall see, though. With that being said, welcome back, everyone, to our career mode journey here with Aston Villa. As always, a huge thank you for all of your incredible support. I hope you're all doing fantastic and having an awesome day. We are going to jump straight into this Champions League. So sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy. We'll talk about our team once we are into game. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, though, please drop a like rating down below. It helps push out the videos to new viewers. And as you know, my goal for 2023 is to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So thank you to all you new viewers who have hit that subscribe button, and all those of you who've been here for a very long time supporting what I do. I really appreciate it. So let's jump into this one here at the San Siro. Yeah, as I said, we'll talk about the team in game. Let's go. Here we go with the lineups then for both teams, starting with RB Leipzig, a 4-2-2-2 from the German side. Some unbelievable quality in their starting 11, but also quality on the bench. And Kunku is on the substitute bench tonight. Not sure why he's not starting. Still, however, it's a very good Leipzig team. And you'll see ours in a moment. I don't believe you'll be that shocked to see the team we've gone with, but I do want to say Ollie Watkins will make an appearance throughout this game. He's not started, but I will be bringing him on as he has been an influential part of our series. So it feels only right that he gets a chance in the Champions League final. But to start with, this is the team that we have entrusted to try and help us win the Champions League of 2026. It says we've gone with the 4-2-2. The 4-2-2-2. That is not the case. We go with our 4-3-3, but because we push Grealish as a cam, it ends up looking like this for some reason when it shows you it in game. Regardless, we are about to get this one underway. I believe Havertz will be the player to start things off from the centre circle. Aston Villa, your time is now. Are you up for the quest? Gay now towards Rice. Rice out for Reece James. Forward for Anthony. Anthony on the right-hand side. Just keep the ball for a little bit. Get a feel for it. Frustrate Leipzig if we can. As Rice is looking to switch the play out here to Rafa Leao. Good control by Leao. Inside for Grealish. Grealish on the turn! Grealish trying to place it just wide. He has been sensational in our Champions League run, and he looks to start things off in the final here, but he just couldn't quite get his foot around the ball enough to curl it into the back of Leipzig's goal. Every time Leipzig get the ball back and clear it, it comes straight back at them. They're going to have to find a way of stopping Villa, who are very much in confidence right now. What a run by Leao! What a run from Rafa Leao! And the goal is found for Aston Villa. Every time Leipzig won it back, the ball was coming back at them in waves. And Villa were very much ramping the pressure up on Leipzig. And the pressure comes good as Rafa Leao turns beautifully. Do you know what? He does really well to get the shot away, but the shot itself, I think Costa should do better. And he hasn't done. Villa lead after 18 minutes. Response needed from Leipzig. I spoke about how good Grealish has been in our Champions League run. Well, Leao's got 10 in 13 Champions League games in the way of goals, which is an incredible season as well from him. And when we began this season, we spoke about the need to improve in the attacking areas. Leao came in, Antony came in, Havertz came in. All three start the final tonight. And it's Rafa Leao who has put us in front here. So that showed you that we made the right decision in improving our front three. Declan Rice, forward to Thuram, as Leipzig are very much on the back foot in this game. We are playing outstanding so far. Havertz found by Leao, deflected behind, Villa corner. But it's Villa again, looking for goal 2. And Leipzig haven't really woken up yet. Leipzig are so focused on defending the runners that the man on the ball, whenever we've got it, is able to carry it really far because nobody puts the pressure on. Havertz is run here. Antony will find Grealish. Grealish will pick out Havertz. Kai Havertz into the area, looking to place it. Costa saves. Could he have done better, Kai Havertz, with his effort? Well, we're not going to complain because, again, it is all Villa. Grealish will deliver the in-swinging corner this time. Let's see if we can send a dangerous cross. And it is a dangerous cross as well. Havertz's header is blocked. Tamori picks it up. Now finds Leao. Rafa Leao! Oh, he's got another! He's got another! Sensational! Rafa Leao may have just sent the Villa fans inside the ground and back in England. Crazy! They're 2-0 up in the Champions League final and Leipzig have not yet started. Leao, this is wonderful. Right-footed curler off the inside of the post. We said Costa could have done better for the first one. There's no stopping the second by Rafa Leao. Rice towards James. Villa, this looks like a training session for them. Leipzig have not got close enough to the Aston Villa players on any occasion. And the amount of quality that we've got out there, we can make things happen because of that. As Leipzig are looking for their first opportunity of the game really here. And they might just get it. Matty Cash has to go over to Traore to try and stop the cross into the box. Traore's ball. Cash is in the way as he tried to play it out. Olmo will steal it back. And here's Traore. Good save, Martinez. Rebounds there. And it's a goal kick in the end. Mistake made by Matty Cash. Fortunately for Aston Villa, not punished by Leipzig. It was close though. And we have to be careful. We can't be making mistakes like that in a Champions League final. Speaking of, are we straight back on the attack? Cash's ball looking for Thuram. He's won the header. Leao for a hat-trick, by the way. Important challenge by Rudiger as Rice is trying to get on it. Havertz will now shoot. It is saved by Costa from a Leipzig chance to almost 3-0 Villa. And as the game goes on, Leipzig will just start to send more players forward because they've got nothing to lose now. They're 2-0 down. Here is Kolo Muani into the area. Back for Richarlison off the bar. That's the closest they've come, Leipzig, to getting back into this, and it's still not done there. As Bruno is trying to create. Tamori with a good challenge. Tamori forward to Grealish. Grealish to Havertz. Kai Havertz has got some options. One of those being Rafa Leao. Thuram's at the back post. Leao looks for Grealish instead. Cleared away. Havertz looks favourite to get there, and he does. Not once, but twice. Kai Havertz gets to the ball. Thuram. Beautiful. Oh! Kefren Thuram. Look at this. How good is this? I mean, I will say, I am the first to complain whenever the referee plays too many moments or too many minutes over the allotted time. But this little touch back there by Thuram to get away from the defender, then volley it past Costa, it is beautiful. From Aston Villa's player of the season last season. Kefren Thuram makes it 3, and surely Villa will be lifting the Champions League trophy after 90 minutes. Leipzig's 2 chances, well 3 because they had 2 shots in a row earlier on in the half, and then Richarlison hit the bar. That's all they've really done. Villa have been relentless. Half an hour still to play. There was a change at half-time. Havertz off for Ollie Watkins. Here is Ollie Watkins. Can he have his say on this final? Ollie Watkins! The fairy tale is complete for Aston Villa. The man whose goals propelled us to the Champions League in Season 1 has just scored in the Champions League final of 2026. Stories are beautiful in football, and the fairy tale for Aston Villa and Ollie Watkins will seemingly end wonderfully. No disrespect to Leipzig, but you can see the gulf in quality between the two sides. We have built a remarkable side here at Aston Villa, and we just had too much on the night here for Leipzig. They've had a couple of moments themselves, but just the free-flowing fluidity of Villa's football is sensational. James, Anthony is making his move, and there is one change pending as well. Anthony about to go off, but can he set up a goal for Watkins? Anthony's delivery! Watkins! It's 5! Villa are tearing apart RB Leipzig, and Ollie Watkins has got a brace. He's only been on the pitch for about 20 minutes as well. And as I said, there was changes pending. Anthony and Rice both going off. Kamara and Leon Bailey both coming on. Players who helped us get to this point in time, having their moment in the Champions League final. Traore will clear, but only as far as Grealish, who can win the header for Leon Bailey. Bailey, his touch is not great, but he skips around the challenge and he looks to place it. And Costa will save. Grealish. Watkins is making the move. Grealish's ball over the top. Watkins will chase. And Watkins will get to. And Watkins will test Costa. That was far too easy for Ollie Watkins. Costa is not happy whatsoever in his defence, who have been non-existent tonight. Reece James will send in the in-swinging Aston Villa corner. 7 minutes from time. Whipped in at pace. Robertson away. Who will challenge? Tamori will come away with it for Aston Villa and play it back out towards Reece James, who gets another chance to put another cross in. This time for Thuram, whose header sails over the crossbar. One more change as well. Ezri Konsa coming on for Tamori. Aston Villa have done the job brilliantly tonight, and full credit to them for it. As Leon Bailey, oh, it was nearly wonderful from Leon Bailey. As I say, you can do nothing but sit in awe of this Villa side, who have entertained and made sure their quality was on show. Leipzig, on the other hand, not so much. It was always going to be a tough ask. We were always going to be favourites, knowing how good a side we have got. But Leipzig just did not have enough to really test us tonight. And if they had have done, Martinez was there in between the sticks. They came close with Richarlison. Martinez also made a pretty good save earlier on in the game, as Olmo is looking to finish it with a goal right at the end. Danny Olmo gets the ball back the way of Traore. Villa not diving in with a challenge. Bruno away. Bruno's ball. Fabio Vieira. What a save, Martinez. Exactly what I'm saying. If Leipzig have found a chance, this man is nearly impossible to beat. The right hand of Emiliano Martinez, as he will lift the Champions League trophy momentarily for Aston Villa. Just showcasing what he's about as well, and the moments he's had in the Villa shirt for us. And my friends, that is it. Villa, your Champions League winners of 2026. Our journey and our quest is over, and it's over in the greatest possible way. And so there we have it. The fairy tale with Aston Villa ends in Champions League glory. 5-0 victory over Leipzig. Player of the tournament was Kai Havertz, but major credit to every single one of the Villa players because they were phenomenal on the night and throughout our Champions League this season. It's not been the season we were hoping for in terms of the domestic side, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup and the League. But I'm so glad we finished with the Champions League trophy. And if I'm being honest, I was very confident in our side. My manager rating is still very low though. So what would be really funny is if we now get sacked. What I do want to do before we go and before we sign off the series, this is the series finale now that we've won the Champions League, is take you through the squad. So let's have a look at the squad and see how our heroes have done. Emiliano Martinez, so much success as Villa captain. When we brought Grealish back, there was a temptation to give him the armband, but I kept Martinez as a skipper. Felt he deserved it, and he has been phenomenal for us all throughout this mini-series. We've got a couple of players who've gone out on loan, which we won't ever get to see them play. Maybe I'll come back in 5 years in the future and see how they've got on. I don't know yet, though. Yeah, Justus Oliver is meant to be one of the world's best goalkeepers, best prospects anyway, but we won't get to see him. Neither, too, will we get to see Hansen. Digne played 22 times this season, a important player in Season 1, but as the season's progressed, of course, we signed new players. Matty Cash went to left-back, and Cash has played there ever since. Diego Carlos as well, been with us the entire time, just didn't play many times this season. Ezri Konsa, him and Gay formed a formidable centre-back partnership that saw us win the Premier League title last season. And this year, we brought in Tomori just to strengthen, and that back three has been sensational for us. Gay, Tomori and Konsa, 88, 89 and 91 overall. Walker-Peters did his job. Didn't play as much this season, but he was brought in to be squad depth and was brilliant when he did play. Matty Cash, defensively, he had his moments where he could have done better. But going forward, the Polish Cafu, sensational. 89 rated, playing left back for us. And yeah, he has been unreal. Peterson, 78 rated. I imagine he'll be very good as well for the future, but for now, we won't get to see him play. Livramento, 82. Reece James up by 1 to 90, played 48 times for us. Boubacar Kamara was important in the first season as well, and the second. Fell away in the previous couple of seasons, though, because we brought in Rice, and Thuram has just been sensational. So, yeah, he has been playing in place of Kamara. Declan Rice, 50 appearances, 92 rated now as well. As I'm scrolling through, you can see some of the other players we brought in. Thuram, our player of the year last year, scored in the Champions League final as well. And I'm really, really happy with his contribution. I mentioned it in a previous episode. Wasn't expecting him to be anything more really than a squad player, but he became a crucial player in our midfield three. Whitehead hasn't grown as much as I was hoping to, but at only 18, got a lot of years ahead of him to grow to his potential, which is remarkable and high, probably in the 90s. Soboslai is leaving. Well, if we were to carry on, he would be leaving. He requested a transfer because he's not played enough this season, but 89 rated. Jack Grealish, by his standards, a quiet season. Only 12 goals and 7 assists. But in the previous couple, he'd put up some phenomenal numbers. So yeah, his contribution cannot be ignored to Aston Villa's meteoric rise. Leon Talbot up to 81, Rodri Flynn up to 77, Reece Brooks up as well. Rafa Leao, look at the goal return for this season from Leao. 35 in 55, 2 in the Champions League final as well, the second of which was beautiful. Really, really happy with Rafa Leao, and I might go to Milan in the future to do a one-off video, and he will be one of our star players in that video if we are to do it. Logan Brown up by 2. Anthony up by 2 to 90 as well. Leon Bailey played his part. Niemi out on loan at Leeds, 79 rated. Havertz came in, played 37 times. Watkins, heroic Ollie Watkins throughout the 4 seasons we've been here, the Kettler. I wasn't really that impressed with him, I've got to be honest, but maybe it was the style of play that we played with, and maybe it was the not a lot of game time that I gave him, to be fair, so we'll see, because if I do go to Milan, of course, he's there as well. Arlo May out on loan at Leeds, up by 4 to 79, and that is our squad of players. The most market value, or the highest in terms of value, is Kai Havertz, then Leao, then Grealish, then Rice, then Anthony, then Reece James, all valued at over £100 million. In terms of us as manager then, here is our overall stats. In fact, let's take you through season by season. First season, league objective achieved, which was to finish in UEFA Europa League spots. Grealish was our biggest signing, with 40.5 million. Mings for 13.6. We finished third in Season 1, reaching the semi-finals of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, but no trophy in this season. But still a great first year. Second season, our objective was to finish in a Champions League spot and win the Cup. Unfortunately, we did not do it. Again, trophyless season. Rice came in for 49.5 million. Ings went for 13.4 as the record transfer fee received. League position, we missed out on Champions League football, finishing 5th after, I believe, the final day, wasn't it, against Manchester United. Then into Season 3, which was the season before this one. Our objective was to win the league title, win the Cup, and win the Europa League as well. We achieved all of that. Winning the Europa League, winning the FA Cup, winning the Premier League. And our biggest signing was Deketelev, 75 million. Record signing received, 45 for Buendia, finishing first with just 4 defeats out of our 63 games that season. And the season just gone. Forget about the domestic side, the continental side, the Champions League won, the UEFA Super Cup won as well, as we finished 5th in the league. Havertz, our biggest transfer of 150 million. Zaniolo received for 100 million. We had more defeats this season, but it was a bit of a rocky season, let's say. And that gives us, as I backed out by accident, an overall manager rating with 1 league title, 1 domestic cup, 2 continental cups, but 3 if you count the Super Cup. Our biggest win, a 7-2 victory over Atalanta in 2025. Our biggest defeat, a 4-0 loss to Liverpool in 2023. And 231 games played, 145 victories, 44 draws, 42 defeats overall. There's nothing left to do than advance to the end of the season and see if the board would have given me another year as manager. And it seems like the board would have been happy for me to carry on as Villa manager. As you can see there, they would have given me the opportunity to carry on. But my friends, that is going to end the series. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for all the support as we've gone through this mini-series. Until next time, stay safe, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great evening. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, I will catch you all later. Adios!